Hello and welcome to the SaturdayMP Show, episode number 42, being recorded mostly live, April 22nd, 2024. This is a show about shipping secure, high-quality software faster. I'm your host, Chris, and today we're going to continue on, this is part 2 of upgrading an application I wrote a while ago called Migrator to run Ruby on Rails like migrations. So if you want more details, go to the previous video, episode number 41. I'll throw a link, I think, in the comments below if you want to go check that out. But just a quick summary is this is an application I wrote many years ago to help to do kind of inspired by Ruby's on Rails migrations when Rails first came out in for an application, .NET application I was working on, so we could automatically run database scripts like adding new fields or updating stored procedures or views on a SQL Server database. So this was before Microsoft had that technology, like there was no, was Entity Framework around? It might have been just starting around that time, I can't remember. But I created this to mimic Ruby on Rails. It must not have existed. I don't remember why we didn't use Entity Framework. Well, I know why we didn't use Entity Framework because we wrote this application in .NET, not Migrator, but the other application I was working on in .NET 1.0 and then 1.1 at least, I think is when we started, and then 2.0. So there's no Entity Framework, nothing like that at the time. And we ended up writing our own object relational model because it did historical database, so you could query for what data was like in the past and in the future, and this is before SQL Server supported any of that stuff by default, so it was quite a complicated application. So yeah, I wrote this Migrator application to automatically apply as migrations, because in the past we were either doing it manually or manually running a bunch of scripts every time we deployed a new version of the application, or we were running, we were actually using the Redgate SQL Compare product that would compare to databases. I remember using that quite a bit too, and it would automatically generate scripts. So we'd have like a local or a shared development database, and then when we wanted to do a release, we compare the local development database to staging, and the Redgate SQL Compare product would generate scripts to synchronize the two databases, and then do the same from staging to production. So, all right. So if you remember last time, I was updating this application to run. So the client is running this unnamed application on .NET Framework 4.7.2, and I think that's what it was, right? Yeah, 4.7.2. So I wanted to update Migrator to also run on 4.7.2 and maybe fix an issue or two because they were having trouble running it, and it depended, in the past, it depended on, there was no NuGet packages for linking to SQL Server objects. So when we want to run the migrations and stuff, we need to query the SQL database, but you had to actually have SQL Server installed for this application to work. But now there's NuGet packages that include all those objects, so that's good. So we've upgraded to those. But at the end of the last video, I got stuck because most of the application worked except for one part. It couldn't find, I can't remember. We'll run it once again. I watched the video a couple of minutes ago, but I forget what the exact error was. But I did some digging over the weekend, and I think this problem, so I was trying last video not to upgrade too much. I was just trying to get, so the usual plan when you update an existing application is to get it running kind of with the libraries it has as is, if possible. But in this case, I don't think we're going to be able to do it, at least not without a bunch of extra work. So I am going to update some, I think I have to update the framework version as well as the NuGet packages for the server management objects, because the framework version I'm using now, this fix here, so they've removed this native code dependency. This is the problem. It couldn't find a certain DLL, and I think it's because it needs to either run as 32-bit or 64-bit, and you need to install that C++ runtime, which I tried, which didn't seem to fix it, but I think updating the version of Server Management Objects SMO will fix this problem, hopefully. And to do that, I also need to update the framework version because I think I'm at the maximum. I think 1.59 was the maximum SMO objects version. 1.59 was the maximum version for the supported for the framework. How do I word this? The framework that I currently have, the last time I worked on this was, let me see. 4.6. So Framework 4.6 only supports up to the SMO Objects 159. And I think I need to update this to at least 4.6. I might just jump right to 4.72 because I don't think it's a huge jump, but we'll see. And I think we can pick a newer version of the SMO objects. So, because we have, where are those SMO objects? They're here, I think just in Migrator. Let's see, assemblies. Yeah, there they all are. Does it tell me the version number here? Yeah, they're at version 5. Oh, let's take a look here. Dependencies. Yeah, 150 here. And that's the latest version that supports .NET Framework 6.1. So this one, like the newer versions, I need at least .NET Framework 4.62, it looks like. So I think we can, I have to look at the exact version numbers, but I think we'll just try and update the whole thing. Okay, but before I do that, I realized too last time, I just kind of quit the video and then had other stuff to do, and I forgot to commit my changes. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll run that error, run the program so we can see the error again, and then hopefully we'll fix it. So I don't want to check in the SQL. This was just like an example schema and stuff I was using for testing. This I want to commit. This, yes. Packages, yes. The app config I actually don't want to commit because I was playing around with that. This is just so I didn't have to type it in every time. I gotta find a better way to do that, like an environment file or something. I don't think I'll commit this one. For some reason, is defaulting to any CPU now because I think I was trying to set it to 32-bit or something. So let's discard that change. Oh, this was I had to add the SMO objects to the test file. Oh, the test pass, which is great. And then, yeah, I guess this requires the JSON file. So, okay, so let's do that. Oh, and I gotta create a branch first. So, read me. Oh, this is just me making notes about what I want to change. So I don't need to commit that. So I'll have to rename this to main. So this is like a feature. Update .NET update. Let's call it update SMO and .NET framework. Okay, those are the two big things we're updating. So, all right, so we have this. So I'm just gonna put this as a work in progress. Things are mostly working, but I'll probably just want this as one commit after. Okay, so let's do that before we make any changes. Okay, and then make sure I haven't logged into this machine, so everything should be okay. But just to make sure, I haven't worked on this in a while. Let's build everything and run the tests and make sure everything still passes. I didn't break anything. Okay. Oh, and I was going to remove, I installed that .NET runtime, or that C++ runtime. So let's, is that what it's called? Oh yeah, the redistributable. This is the one I installed 4.16. Yeah, so this is the one I just installed last week. So let's get rid of that. Hopefully it won't make me reboot. I didn't think about that. Okay, doesn't look like it. Okay, cool, it's gone. Everything we built, that's great. How do I run the tests again in Writer? I've been working on another project, this other project that Migrator might be for, because it's a Windows form application written in VB.NET. I have to use Visual Studio. I haven't worked in .NET in a little bit here. Oh, there we go. Run all tests from solution. Oh, right. There's a little test window down here. And I'm used to Visual Studio. It's up in the top right. So, all right. Let's make sure all these tests still pass. Oh, I think I need my Docker. They're all going to fail because I don't have my Docker database up and running. So let's terminal. I can't remember. I think I have it all set up. Let's just take a look here. Just use the desktop. So I have a container, images. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and I need a special thing. Okay, this is some. I'll have to create a Docker Compose file or something for this, but for now, let's just look it up. So Docker SQL Server. There we go. This is what I wanted. 2022. Sure. So got a bunch of terminals open. Let's close some of them. Just paste. Okay, now it should be up and running, I think. Let's go take a look. Containers. Yeah, there we go. Infallible. Good all. Okay. All right, so that's up and running. And let's run our tests again. Where the heck are our tests? There we go. Oh, they failed again. Why did they? Login failed for guest. Right, so that is gonna fail. Do I have to create the? How do these tests work again? Do I have to have the database existing? So there's a little fake schema. There's our test base. How does this work again? Oh, where do I get the connection string from? Here. Server. Oh, it's a trusted. Oh, did I run a different command last time to get the trusted connection? I must not have. Oh, maybe I didn't run the. Maybe I didn't run the test. Huh. I have to watch the video again. Maybe I didn't. 111433. Okay, I guess I got to change that connection string to be. We could just take the one for now. Again, I forgot if I had a better way to set this up, like environment variables or something. But in the GUI, have this. There we go. So the idea behind this too was you didn't add the. You could have this on your local machine. Yeah, I didn't encrypt this or anything, so this is pretty bad practice. This is a long time ago. You have to excuse me for this. Bad practice, but this wasn't encrypted or anything, so I have to have some sort of environment variable or environment file or some way for this to be stored and encrypted. So, okay, so we should be able just to put this here, and now run these. Yeah, maybe I did run the test last time. I don't think I did. Now that I think about it, I think I just got them all working. Oh, the server's not local. It's like local host. Okay. What else am I missing? Yeah, just local host. Oh, can it still not log in? Oh, well, I got two colons there. Maybe that's the problem. Oh, what was the? Oh, this was a different password. Okay, haha. Let's stop this. Or sorry, this one. Dazzling Edison. Oh, there we go. Stop. And then let's run it again, but with the correct password. Your strong password, which is not very strong because it's just for development. Password 1234. Okay, now login failed. Oh, I have an exclamation mark at the end here. Ah, there we go. Now it's thinking. Now it's, oh, it still failed. But so it should fail the cannot load file. Yeah, okay. This is the error I was getting before, this batch processor. Okay, so the test wouldn't have passed anyway. Okay. So batch processor is failing. That's super sad. So let's try to fix that, because if we run the actual GUI, if we just run this thing, the GUI, we get the same. Oh, I should bring up data grip so we can actually see the database here. There's Migrator with a little goose. Now, oh, I do need put an exclamation mark at the end of this. So, exclamation mark, there we go. Thinking. Okay, so I have this schema migrations table that I've created. Thinking. I don't need any tips, that's fine. I probably need to change this data source too because I changed the password, so by accident. There we go. So we have what, Migrator test? Yeah. Oh, I don't have that database anymore. Whoops. Okay. So I actually need to create a new, because I think I used the, when I created it last time, I used the Docker run with the RM, so to remove that container. I don't have a volume or anything set up, so let's just create a new database. Migrator app, let's just call it that, sure. Okay, Migrator app, and then I need this to be created in there. Oh, I don't want to run that on Migrator app. There we go. Okay, so now this should exist. All right, that's it in there. And I think I set up, where did I put that? I did have this. Just create a customer table. So running this migration would fail, but generating the schema would be just fine. So let's double check that. So let's generate a new schema. Uh-oh. Did it crash? Oh, it's not Migrator test anymore. I called it Migrator app. All right, cool. So it recreated that schema file for us. So that part works, but when I try to run the migrations, which are, I just created this temporary migrations folder, and all it has in there is this one file, migrations, that should create a customers table. When I run this, we're going to get that same error. So if I clear those results and migrate, right, cannot load this batch parser client. Okay, so we're back to where we started last video. Perfect. Done. So let's, okay, what are we going to do? Let's clean up. Oh yeah, so the issue I thought was in here. I think I showed this. It was this bug number 4. People were complaining about the same issue, and they were saying try to change your platform to 64-bit. But I think I'm just going to try and upgrade it. And if I look at NuGet SMO, that find the one I want? All right, so if I go look at the versions here, we have version 15. If I look at the framework supported, it supports up to 6. But then if I bump it up one more, if I go to this, say, not the preview one, just 16, I go look at the supported frameworks. Right, like it only supports .NET 6.4.1. Okay, so let's try a small update to see if that fixes it. Let's just update to 4.6.1. I guess let's go 4.6.2. 4.6.3? Because this is what we really want. We want this 4.7.2. I don't want to install a bunch of .NET frameworks on my machine if I don't have to. Let's see, what frameworks are installed on my machine right now? Okay, so 6.1 is already installed. So that's kind of handy. Okay, let's try updating all of them to 6.1 and then updating the SMO objects. How high can I go for those objects? So if I go back to the, can I go all the way up to the 16? Well, there's 160, that's the highest one. What if I go to this one? Okay, so that's still 4.6.1. That's good. If I go look at 170, what is that? Oh, they still have 4.6.1. Okay. What about 171? Oh, I could go all the way up. Okay. Okay, so if I'll just update the .NET framework by 1. And then I think I'll just try updating to 1. I'll update the .NET framework by 1 and the SMO objects by 1 to check that everything seems to work. And if that works, then we'll update both of them to as high as they can go. Okay, we'll try that. Because I found in the past, if I just tried updating right to the big one, a lot of times it just causes me more problems. So we'll take baby steps. So you can go to fire. I don't know if there's a way. It's probably a way to do this faster, but update all of them. Yeah, we can try and update the versions of C and stuff later, but that's not as important. Basically, we want to get these frameworks matching. That's the important thing. Not having to rely on the fact that SQL Server is installed to run this application, and getting the frameworks matching so that when we run this on the staging or on our workstations and stuff, we have the same .NET version, because this application that I wrote Migrator to kind of run migrations for, yeah, like it's owned by a larger company now, so updating the versions of .NET and getting onto servers, that can be a bit harder in large organizations. So if we don't have to do that, let's not do it. Okay, so that's all updated. So let's just build that. and make sure. Oh, yeah, stop and build. Okay, so that builds. Oh, I think we got. What is this? What does this error say again? Oh, okay. It's it's actually built against a higher version. That's fine. So let's go here. I think we only have to update packages for 2. So we need this to be updated to 160. So let's try that. And then let's update this, upgrade. Oh, okay. That looks okay. No, don't go away. I will do that all later. Okay, and then let's try. Might as well upgrade both of them. Oh, okay. Now let's see. Problems. Oh, yeah, that's fine. We'll keep updating those. This is just an internal app too, so I'm not as worried about being exploited, right? Sometimes you gotta. Oh, what happened? Oh, dang. There were some changes. Okay, so this is the other reason I don't like to update things until I get it running is, that makes me so sad. Okay. So we just created an SQL connection. What is it saying? Cannot convert to an renewable token. It looks like they changed. Oh, such a pain. Okay. I guess I need to read how this was. Well, okay, let's go see SMO upgrade to 160. If that's the only update, that's not too bad. That's the only thing I have to do. Let's see if this is anything. Renewable token. Yeah, it just looks like some layer of abstraction. Simple interface to hide details of access token renewal. Okay, let's see. On the right there. Could you just give me an example of how to use the darn thing? Doesn't look like it. How did I create one of those tokens? Alright, let's see. Nope, this looks like same person had the same problem. Yeah, they created a connection, and now it won't let them do the thing. Microsoft Data SQL Client. Oh, okay. Okay. So this SQL connection. Oh, let's see if that works. this again. How do I get this fixes? Yeah, so it's not being used anymore. Type name expected, but namespace found. Oh. Right, because now we got two of them. Can I just have one? Nope. Okay, well that fix didn't work. It's replaced with Microsoft. Microsoft Data.SQL client. Ah, is there no... Oh, I need to create a SQL connection, not a client. That's what I need. Ah, there we go. Oh, is there... dot SQL client. There we go. All right, that looks better. And where's the other one? So probably the same thing. Yeah, looks like it. And then we need to go. Oh, I guess technically this did actually change. I don't know why. It was just this. So that's actually not a bad change. So if we just get rid of this and then using SQL Server, no, data dot, okay. There we go. Now that should hopefully fix all the problems. All right, let's test this guy. I still have one more apparently. Okay, now I don't know what that means. Let's just try cleaning everything. And then rebuilding. Okay, so is there no scroll bar down here? It's really weird. System.Data SQL client. Okay, so I got rid of that. Oh no, I still have this. Okay, this one needs to go then too. It's all in test base. Okay. So let's clean and rebuild. Hooray! All right, that looks better. Now let's see if these run. Even if these don't pass, maybe we'll try running the just running the GUI. I don't know, that's taking a while. That's probably a good sign. Oh, look, little green checkboxes. Oh, yes. That is great. Take a while. The speediest test in the world, I guess. Maybe accessing that Docker database? I don't know. Oh. Oh, it looks like we're getting a slightly different database back. Okay, well, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So most of those run. We made some progress. All right, so let's just run the application. Oops, where'd you go? Come back here. All right, and this, you need an exclamation mark. Just make sure generating a schema. Specified module could not be found. Oh, I do. Migrator app. Oh. The specified module could not be found. Huh. What does that mean? So I'm loading previously applied did I spell everything right here? Migrator app. Migrator app. And if we go look, loading previously applied migrations. So we're trying to go to here. Right, so we're getting connection. Schema migrations with an S, yeah, schema migrations. I'm assuming just one table, yeah. Interesting. I don't get very descriptive error for some reason. Am I catching it? Specified module could not be found. Okay, we'll try one more time. Because I'm not sure what that means. Migrator app. Huh. If I go look at the schema file, don't even get here. Why don't we even get there? Is there a connection in the constructor or something? Ugh, my spelling is atrocious. look here. This one now. Let's refresh that. Yeah, there's all the test tables we created. Let's see, we got some views, some routines. Oh, we created a bunch of stuff, looks like. Okay. Combine contact name. Interesting. Specified module cannot be found. Okay, we're going to migrate. Then at least we get a little more information. So we're here. Get applied migrations. So I'm assuming this is where it's dying. So let's run this in debug mode. Oh, I did get rid of that legacy application thingy from the config. Maybe that's what's causing problems. Oh, I should remember to update that. Migrator app. So, what is underscore server? Oh. Is that actually something? Oh yeah, there it is. Just took a while. Okay, so it's not null or anything. Yeah, I'm assuming this is what's causing our error. Oh, communication error was thrown. Where's my GUI? For starters, let's just fix some of this stuff while I'm here. Oh, that's weird. The test connected fine, but this did not. What does this mean? What's going on? I guess I have to catch that and see what it is. Okay, well, first of all, let's stop this. Let's try turning on that past. Okay, we got a lot open. Let's close all these tabs. Let's turn on that previous compatibility. Maybe we still need that. There we go. Let's copy that. And then, okay. Oh, okay, failed to load. SNI.DLL? Oh, interesting. SNI.DLL. Use legacy v2 runtime activation policy true. Version 4. Where's this? SNI native. 100% sure what that is. All right, let me see. So, do I still get that error if I do this? Let's. Back to that again. SNI module cannot be found. That was caused by older versions SQL client dependency and APIs unavailable in Core 2. Oh. Do I still have... Okay, maybe I need to go through and see if I have a reference to that old... Yeah, okay, so I'm still using System.Data. Maybe I need to get rid of that. If I go look here, if I get rid of this, is that gonna... Yeah, something's... Once I replace that with just using data, does that make all the problems go away? Oh, DataRow. System.Data.DataRow. Oh, you don't have a DataRow. Let's see. Microsoft Data. don't know why you can't find. As soon as I replaced this, you didn't like it. So server. Okay, that's where that comes from. But then I'm trying to load a DataRow. Apparently a data set exists. A System.Data, yeah. Why is it complaining about... Interesting. DataRow SNI. Oops. Maybe it's that error message I was getting that the dependencies aren't matched. Oh, maybe I'm referencing the old. Okay, so if I go look at dependencies. Okay, so here's System.Data. That's 461. Okay, so what is that error I was getting? Okay, so Migrator, let's look at your dependencies. What are you referencing? Right, so this is some incompatible. Is this JetBrains? Are you messing me up here? Okay, so it's incompatible framework. So if I go look at System.Data, yeah. All right, how do I get rid of some of these? Can I just do this? System.Data, there we go. Now, did that actually change anything? So if I go look at where the Migrator one. Oh yeah, there we go. System.Data. I got rid of this old one, maybe. Okay. Oh, it's like it didn't update all these references. wonder if I need to clear out all these references and re-add them. Can I just do that? Let's see. Delete. And then NuGet packages. Let's just, can we reinstall this? I'll just get rid of it. I'll re-add it. Okay. And then we need so I don't get this is already added, but data. SQL client doesn't exist. Microsoft data. Okay, so there's going to be tons of these are going to be missing. Oh, reference to system. Oh, there we go. What does that look like now? Oh, somebody said 3.5 framework. Oh, maybe this is what was causing my problems. Okay, there's an old reference in there. Okay. Is there a... oh, that's okay. Let's try just running this and see what happens. Ah, dang it. Same thing. Okay. Well, it's been almost an hour. That's kind of frustrating too. I can't. I wonder if I should try maybe next time opening this up in Visual Studio. Because I don't know what the heck is going on now. Do all the tests still mostly pass? Where's my test? Okay, I'll let those run. Why? We still have this Newton JSON dependency. I wonder if we still need that. Okay, these ones still fail, but that's strange. It looks like it's getting into a different order than we used to get it before, and maybe that's because after we upgraded the SMO, it just got different versions back. Like it got sorted all the objects in different order. that part's fine. Why won't you? So that's really annoying. So the parent project needs to have SQL client added as a reference. Oh, there we are. So we haven't finished preparing. You can already use user tracker. File found. Use Microsoft.Data. Okay. Oh, this is 5 and newer, 4 and newer. There's row in here. Yeah, interesting. For .NET, maybe this is app configure web config. Oh, okay. Default encryption strings are more secure. That's fine. Huh. Oh, 6 point. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I got to do. Maybe I will just jump right to 4.7.2. Okay, well, I guess this was kind of a sad video of me not making much progress, but again, mostly live, so you get to see me fail. You get to see me not succeed. I'm hoping that me failing makes other people, gets rid of other people's imposter syndrome, where you just get like a nice video and someone just solves a problem in like 5 or 10 minutes, but what you don't know is that video is heavily edited and they rehearsed it a whole bunch of times. So, and I think it also shows kind of the problems of even just upgrading. Like small apps like this can become quite cumbersome just to update and get everything running and working on even just a new framework. So I kind of wish Microsoft, well, I think they've gotten worse over time, but they used to be pretty good at backwards compatibility, but not as much anymore. So that kind of makes me sad. So, okay. So now I'm not 100% sure what to do. Okay, let's take some notes quick, I guess, before we go. So while I'm thinking about it. Let's go. Whoops. Where's my README? There we are. Let's put a note here. Ran into issue with DataRow not loading using System.Data after upgrading to .NET for version 4.6.1 and SML 160. Might need to 4.6.2 or higher. Maybe. Guess we could try that next time. So, well, anyway, that's a little note for myself there. Thank you, everyone, for watching. As always, I hope you've actually found these useful and kind of, yeah, like I said, like a little bit of live coding, something a little different. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment below or share this video with others if you think it would help them. Like the video, all the things, share it with others. Because, just help others find out about it. If you found it useful, probably someone else will. If you didn't find it useful and you watched all the way to the end, well, I guess thank you very much. And I'm sorry you didn't find it useful. Leave comments below on what you would like me to see. If you have a question you want me to answer rather than me trying to work on my own projects, yeah, leave it in a comment below. And if you liked what you saw and you want to donate a couple dollars, you can actually do that by going to the SaturdayMP GitHub site, and there's a sponsors page, and you can donate as much as or as little as you'd like. And if you do select a tier here, I don't really have any rewards for any of these tiers, but if you have an idea, you're one of the first people to do it, and you have an idea for a tier, let me know. And I will try, maybe we can figure something out, whatever you'd like some sort of newsletter or advice or some other kind of goofy like listing in the README or something like that. Just let me know. We can figure some out. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day now that at least spring is finally here up in Edmonton, Alberta. So I hope the sun is shining where you are, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.